What's good? What's good? What's good? We back with another one, y'all. Excuse my throat, man. It's a little raspy. Pose. This live stream gonna run for about 2 or 3 hours, y'all. So just get ready to talk boxing. Man, my throat is shot. Pose, man. Yeah, y'all. My bad. We back. I'm waiting on Smitty right now. I think I invited him in. How I do it?
Gotta go
Hey,
there. You hear me, bro?
yeah, I can hear you now, bro. I was trying to figure out everything, man. I was looking crazy.
Oh, nah, you cool.
Nah, how you feeling on, man? Everything good with you?
My bad, y'all eating on camera.
Huh?
I said my bad, eating a slice on camera and stuff.
Nah, you good, bro. I just wish I had some better lighting right now. It's like my light job just acting stupid. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Oh, good.
It ain't too bad, right?
Nah, yeah, you can see it shining on your forehead, don't
If man like Schofield father looking crazy right now, y'all. Ha
it? You talking about my man Schofield, man.
ha. Why they ain't calling them Auntie Sco though? That's crazy.
That's because GH started that, man. Greg started that.
He said Greg started that.
Yeah, man. Greg, he crazy. He went fucking with Greg. And Greg went off on him, man.
Yeah, Greg B, man. Greg gonna take it there.
Ain't no question. But
Yeah.
what's up, though? How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. How you feeling? Everything good
And
with
I'm good. I can't complain, man. You know. What
you?
was your thoughts on that December 6th card, man? We gotta get caught up.
Yeah, man. We definitely gotta get caught up. It's been a long time. I'm gonna be real, man. My right hand mind caught that joint, but I kind of was like, catching clips, so I can't really fully speak on that fight because I tried to stay up for it. But you know what I mean? He knew the moment I went ahead and just slightly got a look. It's like, man, Slim going out. He out the door. You know what I'm saying? So I think after what fight was it? I tried to stay up. I think it was like 2 fights before that fight, and then I was just done. So I ain't stay up long enough for that jump. But from the clips that I saw, you know what I mean? They kind of made it look one-sided.
What,
Um,
the Lamont Pitbull fight?
the clips, the highlights from
Oh, you
the
saw. Oh, you didn't. That's right. You say you didn't get to
yeah,
catch the whole fight. I watched the whole fight. It was a good fight, man. I feel
right.
Lamont edged it out by a round, but I also ain't mad at the draw. I ain't gonna sit here and fake.
But look, this the thing that upsets me. I just don't understand. Everybody else fight came out, Fulton and Shockey Foster and Fulton. Their Jones was right out the next day. They
What, on
like
the PBC channel?
right. I feel like the turnaround time for their fight was already out. So the fact that the full fight not out yet, it just looked crazy because it's like we would have been clip farm, broke it down 100 different ways. People would have been able to study it by the rounds more, the more so figure out, like, you know what I'm saying? Should that have been a draw or did Lamont Roach get robbed?
Like I said, I personally feel Lamont edged it out by a round.
Okay.
Maybe you could say two. I say a round, which means either or. I still had him winning.
Right.
But I also, like I said, I'm not mad at the draw because you could go back, and I hate to keep bringing him up because, I mean, that is the fight that the world, that hold the masses outside of D.C., Virginia, and Maryland got to see him.
As far as
The tank fight, yeah.
right.
Remember, Tank, we all agreed that Tank took a knee. That's, even though it wasn't a knockdown, like a forceful knock,
Hey,
that's
wait,
still a voluntary knockdown, right?
right.
Lamont got actually knocked down by a pit bull. That's a 10-8 round for Pitbull. Then you can argue back. Look, Pitbull took a point. I mean, got a point taken off for excessive holding.
Right.
Even if that round you don't say Lamont, you don't feel like Lamont won that round, you might have felt Pitbull won it. That point takes it off. That's a 9-9 even split round.
That's real.
So you could argue on both hands, like, well, you had a knockdown and a point taken off, but
So when you enter when you enter StreamYard, right?
right.
They did let your destination be set to YouTube as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So it's a joint venture. That's all.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I understand now. Like I used to think the old heads were just getting on this joint yapping.
Yeah. Nah, they knew what they was doing.
Nah, they know what they doing, man. They getting on here and they know that at the end of the day, it's about the watch hours. And you know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying, you're not really locking in on talking to your audience, then nobody ever really discover you for what you got to say if you never, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
the you aspect of it never get the recognition it deserve if people just overlooking the live streams. You know what I mean? So now I'm starting to see the value on live streams more, and the fact
Nah,
that
facts.
right, I understand why they try to drag a lot of their guests over to the live stream side because it's like you kind of conquering. You killing a bird with two stones in the sense of you getting your watch hours and you entertaining your audience with a guest from the boxing community or wherever else you got your guests from.
Nah, facts, facts. That's a fact. That's why the live streams is good. I like live streams. They just be about having someone to keep continuously go live with.
No, that's that. But see, that's the whole thing. Like I feel like if we doing individual interviews, we could do individual interviews all day, every day. You feel me? But for us to, kind of just run up our live streams a little more, as far as our watch hours, ain't nothing wrong with us trying, because we already at times sit on the phone and politic about boxing. So it's like being on live doing it for everybody else to chime in is more so the way, even if the views not going crazy right away. As long as we still build our channel, eventually the audience will come and follow behind. Cause if we was on Instagram right now, we had way more chimers.
Ain't no question.
You know what I mean? It'd be more people like the people in the comment section and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's like you really want to get the message across too of, you know what I mean, what it is you want to build on. So going forward though, let me ask you. I see you've been posting Jaleel a lot. Where you feel like he's at right now?
I
You know,
gotta catch up with them to see what's going on because I see he just fought and I'm happy he got the first round KO. But it
okay.
wasn't a match room. It wasn't a matchroom promoted card, so I gotta get up with them to ask them about that.
Yeah, because you know what I mean. Is it reason it? That's the question. We going,
That's the question. That's why I said I gotta get up with them because I can't honestly give you an honest answer. I just know that wasn't a matchroom joint.
I will ask the same question. Like, is it potential free agencies coming up or
I
you know?
see it's a lot of stuff changing up in boxing, so that's what I need to know. I mean, I think is doing good with Matchroom. I don't know what the Matchroom's plan is for Jaleel as far as because he's 154. You obviously know the big guy 154 for Matchroom is Boots. So I mean,
And that's his
obviously we
spawn
all
partner. That's one of his spawn partners. Where it
yeah
was one of his partners throughout the years.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So I don't know exactly how Matchroom handling that.
Right, right, right.
That's a good thing to find out. I know what you call it. They got that fight card coming up in January. T.O. and Shakur. What's your thoughts about that? I keep hearing people
Uh,
trying to downplay it, like, oh, it's gonna be a
I, I,
boring.
I feel like me personally, I feel like Shakur gonna handle his business. You know what I'm saying? I really try my best not to be a biased cat when it comes down to racist at all. You know what I mean? Like I'm just basing that on skill set. I feel like Shakur got the defense to stay away from a lot of that flash and
But
or
T.O. skill too. That's why I said I
say
got Kerr, but I ain't sleeping. I ain't picking Kerr because I don't like T.O. Them T.O. a bad motherfucker.
no, T.O. is a bad boy, and it's the whole thing of T.O. rise to the occasion. So it's like he's somebody to watch out for because the higher the pressure is on him, it's like he step up to the plate harder just because he knows it's about to be a tougher opponent in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if he would have took George Kambosos serious from the gate, he would have
He would
beat.
have smoked him.
But I don't feel like he thought George had that type of pop in him. He didn't think George was gonna bring what George
He
brought.
thought he was just gonna get him out of there. Like, I'm just gonna get this guy up out of here.
He thought George was gonna be a cab driver of such. You know what I mean? He kind of thought George was gonna be somebody he just ran over and Kambosos showed him like, man, I ain't come here to lose. I came here to become champion.
Yep,
Because
that's why he clipped him in that first round because
but
Tio
then you
got
gotta think about it
overzealous.
like this. All right, this is how I see it. If George wouldn't have won that fight, right?
Right.
But we went on to see Devin Haney as undisputed champion.
That's the question.
That's a tough question right there.
Because would
Because
a Tio fight him?
right, that's the thing. If would Tio even had gave him the opportunity? Because from what I remember, Devin was running down on Tio quite a couple places. He was on his, turns Crawford, like what's going on. Of course, he ain't respect him the way he gonna respect the Bud and cop out to him, but still, he let it be known, like, hey, look, man, I'm trying to make something happen.
Yeah, that's the question. I don't think we would have seen Devin get undisputed at Tio one, because because as we've seen, even though Tio and his team is saying his business, they was promised 11 million, and they only got offered 8 million. I mean, us fans, we looking at it like, shit, fuck it, that's still 8M's fight, Tio. But to Tio and his team, he looking at it like, no, this is business. I need mine.
Million and 11 million, that 3 million big gap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of
That
the
3
day,
million could have been paid for his fees, and he would have seen the whole 8.
you see what I mean?
That's why I said, so I can't knock him all the way, but
So you at least gotta come somewhere around 9.7 or something where it makes sense for him.
yeah.
When the guy go to that, type of degree. I don't know, man. I just feel like I love what Saudi playing, like what he brings to the game, because it's like he making these fights happen. It's like it's no trying to swim around. If it's brought to his table, I feel like he see it as, oh yeah, okay, these two ain't gonna get it on. You know what I mean? Like, no diddy. Like he just go like that every time. Like anytime it's a matchup that makes sense, I feel like he pressed the issue to make the fight happen. Now I love with Turkey bring to boxing. I just say I don't love what Dana White bring to boxing.
Nah, I don't like that. I'm gonna go on record. I'm gonna stand on what I
Right.
say, just like you. I love with Turkey. At first, I was wary of Turkey, but after I started seeing, I'm like, nah, I like his vision and what he's trying to do. As far as Dana White, nah, he trying to make this a democracy. Like, I got the end all be all. I'm your manager, your promoter. I can pay you what I want to pay you. You don't get what, like, for real. Look at, I'm a casual UFC fan. If John Jones fights, I'm gonna watch it because that's the only person I really keep up with. And then Conor McGregor when he was around.
Right.
As big as both of them are, they paydays was never what none of these big boxers paid. Tank made more in fights than what John Bone Jones was making. And John Bone Jones is the face. John Jones is the face of UFC
And
boxing.
said that, and I went on record to say that. I said, how can this man? What can he bring to the sport of boxing when you had an athlete like John Bones Jones and you didn't take that? You didn't take him over the top the way you could have. So, yeah, I know. Jones got caught into a couple things going on within his career where he popped and some other things was going on, but at the same time, that was still your franchise guy. You work around getting him where he need to be, if that's rehab, whatever, and you ascend him to the next level. But to just kind of let him phase off in the back, and then you don't give him certain opponents that you supposed to give him, and it just made it a bad look. You know what I'm saying? Because the way he did Rampage Jackson, he threw Rampage Jackson right to John Bones Jones when he knew he wanted to move past Rampage, the Rampage era. So it's like, why didn't you do the same thing when it came to some of the guys that he could have fed Jones?
Nah, for real. Like Dana White, they talk. I don't know if Sean Zadell's all the way right, but I like Sean, so I'm gonna take it. He's
I
saying
love
Nick.
what Sean bring to the sport because Sean seemed like he got a lot of insight. You know what I mean? He think before he speak. He don't just be coming out the ass just saying shit. You know what I mean? I feel like Sean actually tried to give a respectable take on things before he just come out and say stuff.
Nah, facts. Like the thing about Sean is he the one that brought it up. I think Nick Khan is the guy that's with Dana. Him and Dana want to buy USA Boxing. The amateur part, that tells you right there what they trying to do is force all them. Nah, y'all got to fight with us if you want to be on this. And then I already seen some of the pay, like you can only get paid this amount, that amount. I'm like, that's ass. Nobody's gonna pay. Then I have to pay you my promotional cut. And then because you get trying to revive, trying to get the revisualize of the Ali all the way through.
Right,
Now, now you gonna pay. Now you could take out extra fees that normally would go in my pocket. Because after the boxer just has to, right now, boxer just has to pay the promotional team after the fight for the promotion of the fight and get him to fight. Then if they have a manager, they pay their manager. They cut for getting them the contract, making sure it was all right. And then, some fighters got PR guys, all that, so they pay that. But then they already got to pay for a camp for the food, they coaches, the hotel, all that extra stuff. They got to pay for the travel. Then I
right.
got to pay you. Then now you making it to where I got to pay you 3 ways. Nah, I'm not. I can't get down with Dana White in boxing. He already got a $375 million lawsuit that was granted against him. Like he had to pay that out. Now you're letting for doing shady business in UFC. You gonna let him in boxing? No, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like if you hand over any set of keys to Dana White when you talking boxing, he gonna be putting a lot of these boxers through hell for real, just to try to feed their families. And it's like that's not what this sport been about for years. It's like these dudes they put themselves out there, and it was a great risk, great reward type situation. Not somebody coming in and they trying to oversee what they making just so they ultimately can keep a thumb on them. You know what I mean? That's not good for the sport. You bring somebody like him in, then you will see that he gonna play the vulture role.
Oh, he definitely gonna play the vulture role. He definitely doing that. He's definitely doing that vulture role. My bad. I was pulling up some
Now
things
you
just to make sure I'm saying it all right. But he's definitely, and he's shown that. He's shown that. He's shown that with UFC. Like we just said, John Jones, Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's biggest payday of his career, as big of a star he was at his time, at his peak, was against a boxer, Floyd Mayweather.
right. I mean, when you think about the fight with Floyd and Conor, it kind of got a lot of where we end up leading to exhibitions going. You know what I mean?
It
Even though
did.
that is a real fight, that was a real fight, but it still was taking. It started the whole like crossovers and people want the influencers wanting to step in and do things like that's when a lot of that stuff started really kicking off.
Yeah, that's not for real. That was the kickoff of it. Cause you see now we had Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul. You had Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. Um, yeah. Man, I just me personally with Dana. No, you gotta keep Dana out of boxing. Like that's just me personally.
Yeah, man, Dana not a good look for boxing. I don't feel. Um,
Turkey, I like. At first, I was weary on him, but I'm open up to him. I opened up to the likings of Turkey because I see he actually just want good fights,
hey,
and
this
that's
is
it. Even though I think there's more to do it with the money, but that always comes down when you paying an X amount of dollars.
right.
But as far as Dana, nah, he doesn't have good intentions for the sport.
On a side note, what do you think some of the best interviews have been like of the past like 20 years in boxing? You'd say
20 shit. I could give you
like just
like
random interviews that you can think of, just like all top where you was like, hey, yeah, that was kind of crazy.
shit with Adrian Bronner. Shit, everything he did.
Nah, you know what always come back to mind? The Floyd Mayweather Brian Kenny.
Oh yeah, it was the other Floyd. I think it was Brian Kinney when he came on Sports Center and he told him, "You are something but a master of nothing."
You a man of many traits,
Yeah,
but
he's
you.
but a master of nothing. Yep.
I said that was crazy, man. You gonna tell a man that?
Yeah, I was down. I actually posted that on. I posted that on my Instagram like a couple months ago. I was dying because it
but
just happened to
Floyd
come
May,
across my
but,
YouTube feed.
it actually held more weight than what people realize it did, because for a person to say that, it's just like saying, like, it's just like when you find somebody jumping into a whole bunch of different fields at one time, but they never really taking the time to hone in on one thing. You know what I mean? Like, it
Right.
was something that somebody told me one time, where it was like, I know you want to cover sports, but maybe you should just focus on two sports at a time, or one sport at a time, before you start trying to be all everywhere, where you trying to cover too many fields of sports at one time, and then you overwhelm yourself, or you're not doing the proper research to know about that field that you actually campaigning in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, that's for real. Like for real, the thing about boxing is, and especially if Dana White, because the Ali Act even got pushed to the Senate, so it's in D.C. now, not just Cali. Like that, obviously it's in D.C. It's in the final steps now. But
Okay.
that's one thing with Dana White. The boxers gotta put make they like already as it is as a boxer. Oh shit, damn, my man done left. When he called, there you go.
I
Already as a huh?
said, I don't know why I did. I tried to enhance I tried the screen. I was trying. I don't know why I was doing that. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay, I was like, damn, what the hell? I ain't
Nah,
know
that's
what
what
was
I
going
was.
on.
I couldn't see the screen, so I was still trying to adjust the screen just now. So it
Okay.
screen.
Nah, but like as a boxer, you already gotta show your personality, like real bad. Like, you really gotta show your personality just to make just to what you call it, just to get
But then,
paid. So you
like, sometimes I think about it like this: if you show your personality too much and people don't like your personality, like, all right, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, maybe Lil B Hop. I feel like it was so many people kind of waiting in the raptures for Lil B Hop to, to start going on a downhill, spiral a little bit, or to finally, take it ill, you know what I mean? So it was
right.
just after that, it was like people kind of like wrote him off, you know what I'm saying? And it's not saying that he can't get anywhere, but due to some of the injuries he suffered. You know what I mean? Like, I know you can see his difference. Like, his eye looked like he took a lot of damage to his eye. So it's a lot of things that's going on where it's like, can he really make it back to the point that he was supposed to be at? You know what I mean? Like, cause at one point, you know what I mean, he was somebody who was being built up. So it's like
Right.
the guys that was being built up not get to that next step. It just be like, damn, everybody not gonna make it.
Nah, facts. Nah, that's the thing about boxing. A lot of them guys, like it's like the difference between amateurs and pros. A lot of amateurs, they be night hella amateurs. They get to the pros, they just don't adapt. They don't be shit. No disrespect, but they just don't change
I,
and adapt to professional ways. And then
I,
you see some dudes that wasn't really hell of an amateur careers. They was hella. They great professional boxers.
I was talking to Davis Promotions, right? About the matchup between Scooter and Abdullah Mason, if it was to ever happen. And I was just saying that me personally, as of right now, I wouldn't know who to pick as a winner, but I just feel like it's a little more sooner for Scooter right now to be trying, if he was to try to fight Abdullah Mason.
Now they're
And
not gonna put Scooter out there.
I
This
know, I
he.
know, but people was
Oh, you
telling.
talking about down the line because they both around the same
Yeah,
age.
yeah, but it was just like I'm saying, like, I believe in everybody from the DMV, so I'm not about to
Oh
sit
yeah, yeah.
Scooter off. And I'm like, I'm not writing Scooter off, not one bit. I'm just saying that, I'm going off who has the more experience right now, who been look like they've been in more wars and been, like, he's a champion now for a reason. So it's never a thing where I'm saying Scooter can't beat somebody, because we don't know what's going to happen until both of them right there in front of each other. You know what I'm saying? And they throwing.
Right.
So, but the whole thing is, I just feel like with Abdullah already, being in certain fights, you know what I mean? We just gotta see Scooter fight the harder competition. That's all I'm saying.
You know how Top Rank do, how they move they fighters. So
Hey, they gotta be smart. They not gonna have them right on each
Top
other.
Rank Hall of Fame matchmakers.
They not gonna have each other right on each other toes like that. I'm pretty sure of it. I feel like they gonna wait. They're gonna see how much they can ascend Scooter upwards, and they realize he got stardom already. So the fact,
Personality.
right, he got personality, he got flash, he got, you know what I mean? Like he got the souls, man. That's what it is. Shawty bring souls to the table. Every boxer don't got that complete, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Demeanor about this, so they not bringing all of that to the table. Like he bringing the ore, he bringing the swag, he bringing all this extra, you know what I'm saying, on top of the fact that he can fight his ass off. So now you putting all that in one compact fighter, and you saying, let's go. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like he just some guy. He's the guy at, you know what I'm saying, especially around here. And we know that, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying like he's the the discredit nobody. I'm saying everybody else in the area might want to take note to how this boy promotes himself. Because he was looking at 100,000 on Instagram before Top Rank was even a thing. No disrespect to Top Rank, I'm just being honest. He was looking at 100,000. He was doing these type of numbers. He was selling out these venues off the live and stuff like that off the strength of him and what
Right.
he brings to the table. So when you bring somebody like him to the table, you want to make sure you build him up the right way because this can actually be a real star.
Nah, for real. Like I'm a big Scooter supporter. That's my guy. I'm always he throws something up. I'ma share it. That's my guy. Um, the thing about it is like I said, Top Rank, they got Hall of Fame matchmakers. They gonna matchmake. If they don't do anything, they gonna know how to matchmake some shit. Top Rank got Hall of Fame matchmakers. And then speaking on Scooter and Abdullah, I honestly don't see that fight happening. I see Scooter staying at 135 for a while. He even told me that he comfortably does that. I don't see Abdullah. I see Abdullah maybe going to 140 in another year or two. If he don't unify them belts or he try to go undisputed, because Top Rank, remember, Tio was under Top Rank when he was undisputed. Loma attempted, he was undisputed. Attempted, he was under Top Rank. Cambosis, when he stole the belts from Tio, though, he was under Matchroom. Devin Haney had that 2-3 fight deal with Top Rank when he was undisputed. So, Top Rank may try to see if they can get Abdullah undisputed, but I don't know.
It was a good thing that Cambosis did win because I really don't think the TO would have gave Devin an opportunity for undisputed.
Back then?
Nah. Back then, I'm not trying to, because you always stand on your own beliefs, but I don't feel like.
I don't know. I'm kind of with you. That's why I'm over here looking in the air. I'm like, I don't really think T.O. would have fought Devin
Right.
back
But
then.
I'm saying, why he would have looked at it like, what do I gain? Because he already was claiming undisputed, even without the actual WBC belt that he needed at that time.
Yeah.
You remember? He was the super champion, so he was making it like that was more important than having the regular belt.
Nah, he was.
You know what I'm saying?
But nah, I just think Abdullah, I think they might try. They gonna give him. I think they give him a homecoming fight. Probably make him up with somebody well
I give him a
to
homecoming.
defend. And then I think they gonna try to unify him. They may try because Andy Cruz fight Raymond Murtala in January. I like Raymond Murtala, but I think Andy get him. I think Andy get him.
Shorty. But and that's no disrespect. I feel like Matala is cool, but I feel like Andy Cruz his amateur pedigree being a little tougher. I feel like and he a lot more slicker. It's like he's not as predictable. And he don't get touched, you know what I mean? He ain't gonna get touched as much. So I feel like he gonna come in there with a more slick style and I'm not gonna say he gonna fully dominate, but he ain't gonna make it an easy night, but it ain't gonna be too much of a tough night either. I feel like
I got Andy winning that. I got Andy beating Raymond. That might be a unification fight we could possibly see down the line if Matchroom and Top Rank can put together.
But can you really see them letting Andy Cruz? Can you really see Andy Cruz getting a hold of what's the name that soon though? Is what I'm saying.
I think Top Rank's gonna let Abdullah fight Andy that soon with the belt.
Right. That's a bit early to jump him in that direction. Is what I'm saying. I don't think he going.
Andy been on a turkey card. Andy was on that turkey card undercard when Bud fought Madrimov, and obviously Abdullah just won the belt fighting with that. I mean, Top Rank, that's according to Scooter, he told me this directly, and it's on camera, it's on my page.
Okay.
He said they have a TV deal. They haven't announced it yet, so I'm assuming they're gonna announce it after the New Year's. But let's just say for discussion purposes, Top Rank still working on TV deals, right?
All right.
Top Rank has to, in order to get these another TV deal with maybe a DAZN or somebody, they're gonna have to put out the fights fans want to see. Like we
But
gonna be real, because of social media and then boxing fans have caught on to that whole promotion team scheme on how to build a fighter.
right,
PBC burnt that out. PBC, shout out Uncle Al Heyman, but they burnt that out, and Top Rank burnt that out. Like PBC and Top Rank burnt that whole thing out.
right.
So them days of not making big fights happen when they should happen is about to be over with. So as far as
Honestly,
Abdullah getting a unification fight so soon, I don't think that'll be his first fight now after he just won the title. But I do think after he either handle his mandatory or do a
he got to
homecoming
fight
fight,
Joe
he's
Cadena.
going to get a unification fight.
He got to fight Joe Cadena next. So,
and that's a tough. That's not. I think Abdullah gets it, but that's a tough mandatory.
He ain't gonna make it an easy night for him. But see, a lot of people were so intrigued by the Sam Noakes fight that they would like to see Sam Noakes get the opportunity to fight Cadena so he can get a chance to rematch Abdullah. But I feel like Abdullah.
If I'm Sam Noakes, I'm trying to get in line to get one of them belts. Try to fight Andy, see if you can beat Andy, get the IBF. Then you do a rematch unification. Because Top Rank and Abdullah's manager is Jay Prince.
So I like what I saw out of Sam Noakes.
No, I like Sam too, but I'm just saying Top Rank and him
his way back in the conversation. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, I like Sam too. He showed that he's a great fighter. I never watched him fight until that fight. That was my first fight seeing him.
That's why I was like, now, granted, I did do some research and was looking at a lot of highlights before they actually did fight. So I did look at one of his full fights. So I knew he was gonna bring that grit. But you remember, it was just like that time. You remember when it's not that similar, but you remember when everybody was sleeping on the guy that Shakur and fought?
When?
The electrician. What's his name?
Padley. Josh Padley.
Yeah, but you know, he still went on to have he started to have a decent career is what I'm saying. Like,
oh yeah, no, I'm saying this is what I'm saying. The way Top Rank ain't going to just automatically, unless Turkey steps in and say, no, I want to see another rematch. I paid for the one fight. I'm going to pay you again for a rematch. Top Rank's not throwing Abdullah out there with a rematch with Sam Noakes unless Sam Noakes gets a belt. Then they'll do a rematch because it's a bigger stakes fight now. It's the rematch and it's unification. They're not going to give him that fight next, though. That Sam Noakes not getting the rematch next. That I know we both know how Top Rank work. That's not happening next.
So just to move on to another fight, if we going 5 pounds up, man, we looking at Frank the Ghost Martin right now.
I'm just happy Frank back in the damn ring. He was really living up to his nickname.
I'm telling guys Frank was going to come back with vengeance, and everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. I'm like, I'm not a biased guy. I'm not about to sit back and just say Frank trash just because Tank beat him. Like, we gotta stop those type of narratives in the DMV that we don't get fighters from other places that you know what I mean, they just do until the hat when we know that they got potential of coming back from certain losses. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, when Frank just fought Bartholomew, the first couple rounds I was looking at Frank like, man, you could tell this ring rust got you, Frank. I don't like what I'm seeing out you, buddy. Then he started picking up his feet. He was doing switching, and then he was side stepping. I was like, okay, Frank, okay, buddy, I like this. Then obviously he got the 2-piece knockout, the feint knockout, and I was like, okay, Frank. Now he called out Richard Hitchens after that fight. He called out Richard Hitchens.
I would like to see him versus Keyshawn. So
yeah, we've been waiting for that fight for 2 years.
Go ahead, just step over to the side, man. You got other business to handle right now, man. Gary, you got to go holler at Gary. Stop what you doing.
Keyshawn or Hitchin? Oh yeah, Africa. Hey, bro, you seen my clip, bro? You seen when I interviewed Gary? I asked him. I said, "What's up, man?" Cause I watched all 4 of their amateur fights. I watched it. Went back and rewatched them.
Right.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying we need that. The streets need that. Gary Antoine and Richard Hitchens.
That's the fight to make. I
The
mean,
boxer versus the boxer puncher.
and you saying that they tried to leak the spawn or try to
Him and Shakur. I've been seeing that video though. Gary
I,
has showed me that.
I didn't.
Gary told me. Gary said one of his favorite sparring partners back in the day, and this when Shakur was living out Alexandria. They
Okay.
said he said that one of his favorite sparring partners was Shakur. He used to love it. This back before Shakur, like when they showed that video, that's when Shakur didn't have the hand issues he have now. I know that's why everybody watching like, damn, we don't see that curve. We ain't seen that since
But people
Oscar Valdez. He got
have,
them hand issues now.
when you start having hand problems and you start really, you know what I'm saying, having nerve damage up in your hands and stuff, that can be so miserable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's excruciating pain. It's the type of sharp pain that can start with your hand, but then it's going up your arm. So it's like people don't understand. Like, when your hands, when you have a hand, that's when you think about Floyd, that show you how great Floyd was just because he was having hand issues and he was able to fight through it and still, get that 50-0.
Yeah, no. But that's why I was just saying about Shakur and Gary. That's back when Shakur was able to let them hands go. That's
Right.
126, 130 Shakur when he was able to let them hands go. But that video, that was back when Shakur was still in Alexandria. If you notice the gym, that's the wrestler gym they was at.
So why do you feel like Shakur wanted to press the issue to go to 140?
Because he wanted that fight with Tio. That's a big fight. That was a fight that we wanted 2-3 years ago when they was both on top rank. Remember, we wanted Tio and Devin, Devin and Tank, Tio and Shakur. Remember,
Yeah,
that was the fights everybody wanted. And then Tank and Ryan.
yeah. I mean, I think I was pushing more for Devin and Tio, but I definitely saw that it's been any one of them. I've been saying for a long time can mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Any one of them, from Javante Tank Davis to Ryan Garcia to
I'm not
Rosie
sold
Romero.
on Ryan, man. You saw my post the other day. I made it. Ryan doing all this streaming and
You
stuff.
got
I like Ryan's personality, but this is a built-in excuse. So that way, if when he lose the Barrios, or if I respect it enough to say if he loses the Barrios, it's I wasn't focused during. If you notice, after every loss, it's an excuse for Ryan. He tried to use the weight drain with Tank, but that wasn't that because he was fighting the same way against Tank he was fighting against Devin. And then after the Rolly fight and he lost, it was I need surgery, my elbows and everything. My elbow was messed up and I wasn't right mentally. That's why.
but at the end of the day, we do gotta see Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney too. Like, it's no way that he just let that boy squirm off, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, it was what it was. And some
I
at
think it's
the end of
about
the day, he
time
popped.
boxing fans. I'm a
He
break the
popped,
net
bro.
with this
You know
one.
what I'm saying? Like, regardless of how we want to look at it, man, any form of PD found up in, it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna break the net with this one. We not getting Ryan versus Devin part two.
Cause I'm not gonna lie to you. What's the name? Shakur spoke on that, and Shakur felt as though the Ryan should have been suspended indefinitely.
I don't feel he should have been suspended indefinitely, but I do feel he should have got suspended for a year. I think he should have been out for a calendar year.
Boy, Joe.
Now he definitely broke that man's jaw. That's why
He
that
did
shit was
break his jaw. Damn. Oh shit. I'm
what.
sorry. I'm just saying. I thought, I'm just saying he could have potentially broke his jaw, but he did break his jaw. That's crazy. He did break his jaw. I remember now. But he could have killed him in that ring, is what I'm saying. So it's like, for real, they just like let him off, man. They let him off
I
with the
think
stop.
Ryan should have been suspended for a year.
Man,
Not
they let
no
him with the
not no
stop.
longer, but he should have been suspended for a year. I don't think indefinitely, no. But that's boxing for you. But we not getting Ryan versus Devin part two. I just want
Not for
everybody to
somebody to
understand that.
blunt. But this what threw me off about it. For somebody to bluntly just be running around saying, "Yeah, I'm smoking and I'm drinking," and they just parading around like that, it just add more emphasis to the situation already. That's why I'm saying that.
That's
Now,
why I keep telling everybody. I'm like, Ryan, if you notice every time he has a built-in excuse. This is a built-in excuse. So if he loses the Barrios, it was he wasn't focused. He's not taking it serious. He does a good job on that show with Max Kellerman and Mike Coppinger. That's where he need to be at, doing that. If he not
we're
taking
doing
shit serious.
commentation.
Yeah, he be it's called In the Ring.
No, I
They do
saw
it
it. He was getting
every
it on with
Monday.
Shakur Stevenson on the Joan. I watched that not too long ago where he said he had knocked Shakur got back in his mouth, which he won't do, but
He won't.
that's cool. But you know what I mean? The thing about it, like I support fighters from all races. I don't want people to think,
Now I don't support a fighter just off what they race is. I
yeah,
got Mexican fighters.
okay,
2 of my top 5 is Mexican. David Benavidez and Bam.
yeah, because it was like I think about what was his name? Villa. You know, Villa had he seemed like he was on board for the DMV Nation campaign for a while, and then posting Rashidi Ellis one too many times. I don't know. I look up, he unfollowed me. Like that's cool, but this the whole thing though. I'm not gonna not support Sheedy Ellis. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, shout out Sheedy.
hey, I feel like Speedy. I'm a fan of what he brings to the table, man. I feel like, you know what I mean? With the right matchmaking, you can put him back on the right track. That's just my opinion on him.
Nah, I think he is. Who's he signed with right now?
CES boxing.
I know, wasn't he for a second with PBC?
Nah, CES boxing. That's the name of it, Joe. CES boxing. You might want to look him up. I saw one of the cards. I want to say like 2 weeks ago when he fought. Okay. I got footage off for that when he fought for Tuna.
Fortuna? Okay.
Yeah, he punished him. It wasn't even. I mean, I already saw that happening before the fight even. That's why I threw some money on Sheedy. You know what I mean? Got a quick little couple dollars Sheedy doing that.
Nah, I fuck with Sheedy. I like Sheedy. That's Mills, man. That's how I got.
Yeah, I like to see nah, maybe I shouldn't say that. Nah, I think I'm in the safe, but I was showing Sheedy to Dave, and Dave looking at Sheedy and like, hey, I think maybe I could take him. You know what I'm saying? Down the stretch, I ain't know, maybe Dave confident with his. He just is all
Davey about to fight again next month, ain't
he?
he?
It's
He
a
fight
more.
on the Pro Box card.
I'm trying to get a presser today. I want to get press passes. So if you can put me on to
I
somebody,
think I still got them people's contact. I'm gonna shoot it to you. I gotta look through my phone.
hey man, because going to that press conference is that'll be big. They got a whole card of DMV fighters on that one.
Yeah, him, Ben Johnson, Jordan Roach, who else is on there with Davey?
I feel like the key is to go to these fights, and I don't know who we gotta talk to, but start trying to see if we can live stream some of these local fights directly to YouTube.
Some of them Jones they do, some of them they don't. It got Trayvon Marshall on that card too. Then Jordan White on there too.
Short though.
Yeah, and then there's one guy I seen somebody post him, Frankie Scarborough.
That the beast. That
Yeah.
dog, he is a dog, Slam. Young, he knocked. Let me go back, man, because I got the iPad beside me for research purposes, man. He knocked out a cat that was so tall. I know he was like 6'4", 6'5", whoever he had knocked out. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, I gotta find his name. Cause the way he spell his name, you know what I'm saying? Frankie. I, I don't see. I think I gotta go on his coach page or something. Oh damn, I see it. I see his name now. Yeah, man. If they can start potentially getting if they can get 10K trade in some of these, pro box card fights, that'd be good too.
Yeah, I don't think this pro box card is in cahoot, not cahoots, but in coalition with no excuse
No,
this time.
but
I
he not,
think they just got what you call it.
I was gonna say, but 10K trade not that's a Hillcrest guy.
Yeah, he was on the last one though.
On the last card, pro box.
Yeah, the one they had back in September, the one with Ben Scooter, Jordan.
Okay, now I'm over here. Let me see. Right here,
Yeah, I know who he is.
boy, a beast.
How old is he?
He full. Hold on, I'm trying to tell you who he for. Oh, he a little older. He 29. He got some age on him, and he 12 and
No,
0.
I mean it depends on how your body is. Because Andy
Right,
Cruz 26, 27, he's 6-0. He got a great amateur career, but he got his professional record on is 6-0.
man. The guy that he knocked out was. I'm about to tell you right now. He knocked this dude out right here. I want to say it was Victor Lopez. This dude 6'2", man. He only was 6'2" and 1, but he punished the boy Lopez at 6'2", man. The knockout was so scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know when somebody taller get knocked out, like this lanky, it's
It
like
looked crazy.
when Fedor got knocked out, that was crazy.
Yeah, when Fedor lost that shit because his body swing.
That's when that was a scary knockout. That's what I'm saying. That was a real scary knockout. You know what I mean? But that's on his part. That's somebody, you know what I mean. That his name comes up often. He trains with Tierra Brown. So
Yeah, I know. I seen her at the last fight with him. I like Tiara. I like that she. It's no shot at Sky, even though my homie Mia Ellis want that smoke with Sky. But Tierra Brown, I was so happy for her when she won against Sky. I honestly thought they was gonna try to rob T that fight. I still say that every time someone bring
yeah,
her
it was
name.
it was it was it was a blessing that she didn't they didn't try to sway the judges, and Eddie Hearn ain't have his way. You know what I mean? It was good that everything went the way it was supposed to go. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Um, but on a different scale, I asked Davis about this as well.
You asked too.
How would you feel about T.R. Brown versus Amanda Serrano?
That's a good fight.
You know what I
Amanda
mean?
Serrano a dog, T a dog, and we've seen T when she had to dig deep. We've seen Amanda when she had to dig deep.
That's why I feel like that's a hell of a fight to make right there. When you match them two up against each other, and at this stage in TR's career, it's like, you know what I mean? You don't want to see her fight too many other people outside of the champions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you want to see her get a chance to unify or whatever.
Right. At least unify. At least be a two-belt champion. Then if she decides that she don't want to go out the undisputed, that's cool. You know what I mean? But if she could unify with somebody like Amanda Serrano, that'd be huge for her career.
Now that's definitely gonna be huge. A fight like Amanda Serrano could put her on a scale, sort of like, well, this the second one they doing, but Francione Cruz versus Clarissa. Because even though we know this her second fight with Clarissa, Francione now it's a lot more eyes gonna be on her, so she can get a bigger name.
I
So if
feel
she do
like
beat Clarissa,
this fight a little it's like a little chippy too. You know what I mean? Because it's like, and this is the first time I'm really speaking on. Cause I'm in a tough, you know what I'm saying, space with this because I got love for both of them. You know what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
like both
So
too. Hell yeah.
it's like you got you got your homegirl and friend that you feel from your area that you showing love to, you know what I'm saying, you believe in, but then you got somebody that you've been a fan of since, you know what I mean, her Olympic days. So it's like when I'm, the way I watch Clarissa, rise to the top, You know what I mean? And then on the other end, watch Franchon rise in her own way to the top. It's like both of them, yeah, they met each other early in their careers, but where they go from here, you know what I mean? It's like she went on and still, accomplish a good run without having, you know what I mean, that went under her belt. She
Right.
still the caption undisputed without Clarissa having the Clarissa one under her belt. So I felt like that showed that
She a talented fighter, and this is gonna
I
give her a
can
chance.
hold my own. I still can get in here with other girls and get the job done. You get what I'm saying? So now, with her beating somebody like Shadeja Green, that was a tough win for her. Shadeja
Absolutely.
said she didn't agree with Franchon's style. She felt like she held too much. She was smothering her more, things of that sort. But she said, "I'm not gonna make excuses." She beat me, and that's just what it is. But it's like I'm gonna be honest. I thought Clarissa was gonna come down to super middleweight because that's where she had she told me that when we was on live. Well, she was on live and I was basically in the comments and I was just like, what's next? And she was just, I was like, you could go down at light heavy. And then she was like, nah, I want the girls at, what I mean, super middle. And she was, what I mean, in her gym or whatever, popping her shit. So it was just like, I'm thinking, all right, well, she gonna go down to light heavy. It's only two champions there. You know, Shadeja got two belts and Franchon got two belts. So I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, Shadeja, maybe she'll come down, face Franchon or face Shadeja first and then face Franchon second for undisputed so she could get another, accolade under her belt to say multiple undisputed champion. You know what I'm saying? Different weight class type situation. You
Right.
know what I mean? Two-time super middleweight, you know what I mean, undisputed champion. So that's why I thought she was aiming for that, but then she decided, nah, I'm gonna let Franchon come up to heavyweight and I'm gonna just defend my belts where I'm more comfortable.
No, I like the fight. The fight happening. It needed that. There's really only two more names we want to see. Excuse me, Clarissa fight. That's Franchon, Shadeja. We want to see Alicia and her. That'd be big for women's boxing and just boxing in general. But the
But she
weight
got
difference is not going to happen.
Clarissa got throwing her hot. Like, I'm really gonna cut this weight all the way down. And I really wanna get all the way down to at least 54 to give them a chance to kind of try to meet her somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, Alicia keep pressing for 147. Now you just trying to, drain
Draining. Yeah,
things.
Clarissa not making 147.
And she didn't have to make 147. At the end of the day, she the A side. And that's
Yeah.
no disrespect. It's just being real. If you look at the accolades, she the A side. The resume is deeper. So it's just like at the same time, you can't, if she come down to see you, y'all still gotta meet somewhere where it makes sense. It can't be like she basically coming down 4 weight classes to come fight you, and then you ain't have to go up at all. You get what I'm saying? It's like, nah, that's crazy.
That's why I said that fight's not going to happen. It would have been nice for
So it's
boxing
gonna
just in
bring.
general.
I'm
That's
not. Larissa still can't get the job done as she was to make 147. I'm just saying she gonna
I don't
drain
think
her
she can make it.
so much trying to fight that girl at 47. And Alicia, she dropping bombs. So it just lets you know this. Like she drain her for everything. Then she gonna be able to try to dictate the fight more. So it just wouldn't make sense for Clarissa to even try to come down. I'm not saying I don't believe in Clarissa being able to drop that weight and still defeat her. I'm just saying you losing a whole lot, even playing that game with her. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I get what you're saying. That's why I said I don't I don't see that fight happening. That's not like that weight cut is not manageable. It's not that fight not happening. That weight cut ain't manageable, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's a crazy weight cut. It's not even the type of weight cut where it's like you being like you're not being reasonable. How's that a fair weight cut? Y'all
Like
not
I can
reasonable.
see I can see 5 pounds maybe, 10 at the most, but
Nah, but see, Clarissa was telling her like I dropped down to 54, but I'm not going past that, and that was still understandable because 54 still small. Like that's still small for a female. You know what I'm saying? Like that's still small, bro. Like that's still a lot of cut for her to, you know what I mean, even make
It
54.
had to meet at like
And if anything, Alicia should feel
160
like she
maybe.
coming up because with her going up the extra pounds, you should feel like you taking a little bit more pop with you up to 54.
I think they'd have to meet at like 160, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I don't got Alicia going up 2 weight divisions and Clarissa dropping down what 2 or 3. I don't see that happening.
I don't either.
That's why the fight not gonna happen. But then when you think about it like that, if she could drop down for Alicia, then she can go ahead and drop down for Katie Taylor.
Katie Taylor and Clarissa would be a bomb fight, but that's another weight cut that I'm like. I love
It's
Clarissa.
like, all
A
right,
fight I always wanted to see was her and Alicia, but that weight cut. So the fight after that, I always said I wanted to see her run it back with Franchon and then her and Shadaza.
yeah. So it's like that's the only thing we can hope for is the fight Franchon and fight Shadeja. But I'm gonna keep it real, like she can go for a couple more fights if she wants to try to seal a big payday fight. But she ain't really gotta be in the sport too much longer, bruh.
Who, Clarissa?
She could give us 3 to 4 more years, and then she chose to bow out and go have a
She
family.
don't even got to give us 3 to 4. Just me personally, I can only speak for me. She give me Shadaza and Franchion. Yeah, I'm cool. If her and Katie Taylor can make some type of weight agreement, maybe, maybe. But other than that, after
It's,
Shadasia and Franchion, well, Franchion first, because I'm not overlooking Franchion. Franchion is a
I'm
dog in her own respect.
not
But
saying it
other
like
than them two fights, she can do what she do.
because I feel like with the right tools, Franchon could possibly win this fight with the right tools. You know what I'm saying? If she
I wonder,
focused,
is Franchion training with Barry? Is she training with, I got to do some research. Is she training with Barry and Bug for this fight?
I'm not sure who she training with for this fight. I know I wrote her a couple times. I ain't got a response. I don't know what's going on. She in fight. She focused media day. They had media day in New York. So, I'm trying to figure out what the media day going to look like. Are they coming to the DMV for media day? Are they, you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out like what their next play going to be. So,
Got you, yeah.
and
I'll
I mean,
go pull up on.
that's definitely big. Like, if they pulling up for media day, we got to be there. Like, there's no way around that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's good footage right there. That's good bump.
Support Clarissa. I mean, not Clarissa Franchion, yeah.
Yeah.
Because all the the big ones, the ones that got the biggest platforms, they gonna follow behind Clarissa. You know that.
Najee was at the face off, man. That was big.
What, the Franchion and Clarissa?
Yeah,
Yeah,
cigar
nah,
talk.
I ain't know that. That's all right.
Yeah, he was right
Shout
there,
out Nazi.
down there in the middle. Papoose was on one end, then you had Najee on the other.
Oh
And
yeah,
man,
he hosted it, right?
popping all day with just cheese.
He hosted it, didn't he?
Right? He said what? You said he hosted it?
Yeah, he hosted the press conference.
No, that's real. I didn't even know that. See, I need to watch the whole presser. I ain't watched the presser yet. I just seen a couple clips from the face off. That seemed like they had a pretty friendly face off. It ain't seem
That's because
like
it's the first one to kick off
yeah.
the fight.
I know it's a couple little jabs being tossed back and forth on the Instagram. You know what I mean? But it ain't got to the point where they disrespecting each other yet. It ain't to that degree where it's like they really bumping heads yet. You know what I mean? It's like because they outside this fight, they treat each other like sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like they got this sisterhood going on too. So it's not a thing where they not close. They are close, but they putting their differences. They put their friendship to the side real quick so they can get this paper and get another massive fight going.
Yeah. It's a big fight for them. They host it's in Detroit.
it ain't but so many people out here. So it's like you gotta make it. Cause it was some people that was mad that she didn't get Shadeja. But then the whole thing is Shadeja lost to Franchon, so you can't get mad that she picked the girl that won.
I just say she beat Franchon already, and then Franchon beat Shadeja. So if I'm gonna fight one of you two out of my next two, I'm gonna fight the one that already beat you first.
I already been in the ring with you, so I would feel that I would understand your style a little more. And then it's like if I get you all the way, the girl that already beat that girl, then I'm gonna look at her like she more like, all right, let's just figure her out now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
how you trying to look at it. But how you feel about the other girls that still up there, like the Danielle Perkins and the other
Danielle
people?
Perkins, that's the girl that just fought Carissa, right? Not the
Yeah,
not the last one, but the fight, but Carissa's fight before that.
right. The one
I
with the
mean,
with the locks, how she became heavyweight champion,
I
undisputed.
mean, I mean, we already seen that. That wasn't Carissa hit her with that. What was it? The hook combo, and that I give
What
Danielle. She got a lot of heart. Shorty got heart. She
you want
she
to
she
run
she
it
did
back?
not want to drop for nothing. She did not want to drop. Even that shot that made her put her hands down so she could catch the mat. She tried her hardest.
Would you like her see her run it back with Savannah?
Her Danielle Perkins and Savannah Marshall.
That could be all right too.
Oh, you talking about the other Savannah? Yeah,
Nah,
I would like to see that because I don't want to see Danielle versus Clarissa again.
right.
No disrespect, Danielle. If you catch this, I just don't want to see that one again.
Did you reach out to Shadeja for your interview yet? I thought you was
Yeah, I've
following
been
through.
reaching out to Shadeja. I can't.
You can't get a response.
If she responds, but then she said she would let me know something. I hit her back, and I ain't get a response.
Yeah, all we can do, brother, is keep trying, man. That's all it really come
You know,
down
that's
to.
all I do.
You still got some Clutch Jones, you know what I mean? Like the
Yeah, I
young
got me and
Jones.
Andy Cruz. I'm about to drop on with Andy Cruz actually this
I
month,
was gonna
probably.
ask you how you pulled that. You keep pulling that. That was that place, dog. I can do it.
Yeah, I'm about to drop that this month. I'm waiting. I gotta edit that up.
Nah, that's crazy though. Like,
I had a
like
translator there for me and Andy.
you
Me
had
and his
translate.
manager have been talking. It's just we've been both trying to set up a date that was convenient for me and his translator.
Okay, okay. So where was he? Like what was the area y'all was at?
We was at the gym. You know, he trained in Bosie's Dungeon. That was there. We was at the his gym with Boots. Ishmo was
Oh,
there.
you
He
went out
broke.
Philly?
Yeah, I went out Philly. I went up Philly to do that gym. I went up there. When was it? Last Thursday.
So you was up there, you got to meet Aaron Peterson?
I ain't meet him. The point
You
people
ain't
that
meet
was there, my man Tamir Smalls was there, Coach L, Lawrence Smalls, Bozy. I got to meet Bozy.
only got
Yeah, he the one that beat Jose.
he beat Vines,
Uh,
right?
yeah, he the one that actually beat Jalil. He beat him.
Yeah, he went on to beat him. And what
Yeah,
and he had 47, right?
yep. He had 47. He in the
Well,
top 10. He ranked in the top 10 in all the sanctioning bodies.
how you feel about a fight with him and Trayvon?
That might be a good fight.
He ain't
Trayvon got a
come
fight coming up on
knocking
next month. But
like
they
that.
both got about the same body build too. Long arms, solid build. They kind of resemble each other too because they both dark skinned with cornrows.
We gotta see what Sniper do, man. Him coming back, make sure there ain't no ring rust there.
Now he
Everything,
just fought in September. He was on that card.
yeah, just make sure everything is still sharp as far as his knockout ratio staying up. You know what I mean? Hopefully, get
Yeah.
him out of early night. I just want him to catch one of these clips that just take him super viral, so niggas can start really paying attention to where other people see. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't he? I remember he was with PBC for that quick second, wasn't he?
I'm not sure if he was with PBC or not.
I mean, I
I
know that
know if
he
he was
just fought.
to a promotion.
I seen him fight on that last card, a Pro Box No Excuse card, September 5th. That was at the Mid-Care First Arena. He did all right. He was boxing. He boxed him. It went the whole round eight. I think it was. I think they did an eight, a six or an eight rounder. It went the
Okay.
whole way. But he did a good job boxing. I was hoping he get the knockout, but he was boxing. He did well. But him in a fight with Tamir Smalls would be that actually ain't a bad fight. Like if Tamir's ranked in the top 10 in all four bodies, if Trayvon could get him ranking back and get in the top 10 in them in one of those bodies too, that'd definitely be a good fight for him. That'd definitely be a good one. I know Tamir, he's trying to build his shit up so he can get one of them champions. He said he want Rolly. Who's
Rolly
yeah.
got something in the back. My everybody want Rolly.
It's like
Hey,
it's like
every,
my nigga Africa got a target on his back at 140 for some reason. I
I don't
know
know
why
why.
Twan want that.
He just ain't no sweetie, so I don't know why people looking at him like he just about to be
That's what
somebody
I
gonna
said.
lay
I
down.
understand why Twan won this fight with him, but I don't know why everybody else just keep calling his name.
Now
But
I know
I understand.
I
I know why Twan won him.
but a lot of these other cats, I don't know why they just calling his name like they gonna knock him off.
They just know he gonna respond to them on Twitter, so that's why.
I think people, you know what I mean, they sometimes the call outs is good in boxing, but sometimes it's like it be premature. So what I mean by that is to go back to Scooter. I feel like it was premature for Zaquin Moses to call him out so soon. You know what I mean? Or
I
to
don't think Zay Quinn really. I don't think he was more so calling Scooter out. I think he was more so just saying, "Yeah, down the line, that's a fight I want. Me and Scooter Davis, two fights. I think if both of us do it, the fight though he is calling out is Cromell. Zay Quinn want Cromell. You know they been going at it. He want Cromell though. I don't think with Scooter though he was more so. Even though he did throw me off, he said that Scooter dude. I was like Scooter dude, but I was like damn. And I happened to be standing right next to. I was talking to my man Jamil from YSM, but me and him was standing. We both looked like Scooter because. But I think that one was more so just he's saying like down the line, yeah, he would love to fight Scooter because he think like yes that'd be a fight if both of them do what they supposed to do.
I still want to see a fight with Tarisha Douglas and Gabriel Fedora if
I want to see Carolyn, the female fight. I actually, because we just talked about it. I want to see Carolyn Dubois
oh
versus
yeah.
Amanda Serrano.
Woo! That's crazy. That's crazy. But but she want to fight Alicia, so let them tie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I like Carolyn Dubois. I think she the best Dubois. No disrespect to her brother.
I mean, she recently said that I guess they was trying to ask like, do they train together? And she was
Right.
saying that they really had much communication at all. So
Who?
uh, Dubois, Curlin, Daniel,
Okay.
yeah, but that's how the sport be, I guess. Man, at times it's just life in general, civil rivalries or different things could come about. That's how life is at times. So I don't always got the best relationship with my sisters, so it could be the
No,
same thing.
that's how life goes. Sometimes
Like
you and your
that.
siblings ain't
That's
really.
that's why you gotta appreciate what the Masons got, man. Like
No,
they move
absolutely,
like
definitely
units.
do.
It's amazing. You know what I mean? They don't seem like they got any division amongst the bunch. You know what I mean? It's like
Nah, the
they all.
pops ain't going for that.
I just want to see what the other brothers got. That's just what I want to see. I want to see what
That's
they
why
about.
Abdullah, now that he the man, now that he the man, it's time he could
He could pull a
start put
Keyshawn and get all his brothers on the card.
Keyshawn at 140 now. Abdullah gonna go there, but not
Nah,
yet.
nah, I'm
Abdullah
saying
just got the best.
I'm saying he could pull a Keyshawn and have his brothers on
Oh,
the card.
pull a Keyshawn, yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and get his brothers on the
yeah.
card when he do a fight in Cleveland. That's where
That's
he's
what I'm
from.
saying. Yeah, he can have a full card with all his brothers. This, you know what I'm saying? Rank to be able to do something.
Nah, for real though.
Yeah, I
Nah, for
mean,
real.
all that They already calling them the Jackson 5 of boxing. Like, come on now.
He said the Jackson 5 of boxing. Ha ha.
Damn, man.
You got Abdullah's
Crazy,
Mike.
bro.
So who's Freddie? Who's Freddie and Jermaine?
I ain't giving no names, man. Everybody know Abdullah Mike with them.
He said everybody know Abdullah Michael though. Ha ha. Nah, no bullshit.
Man, all the brothers talented, but Abdullah right now he on his best Michael run. We just
Nah,
want to
fat.
see, to see what they were planning on bringing to the table as well. You know what I mean? When you think about what the Klitschko's did, I mean, that was crazy for two brothers that had that type of run.
Yeah, they did. The Klitschko's had a crazy run.
A scurry run. Like they weren't going nowhere. It was like, Slam, we good right here. We taking over. So to see that later on, he got got defeated by Tyson Fury. Vladimir.
What you looking at?
No, Vladimir got defeated by Tyson Fury.
Yeah, I know that. I thought you was looking at reading something off, and that's when I'm like, oh, what the hell?
Nah, I was just trying to think which fight that was. I was about to say Vitaly. I was gonna say the wrong name. I had to catch myself.
Okay.
Yeah, man. What other boxers you been catching up with from around the area?
I gotta go get up with Scooter. They got some news dropping soon. I can't be the one to drop it, but they got some news dropping soon. So I gotta get up with him and Sheed, see what's going on over there at the Headbangers. I'm trying to get back up with Gary Antoine. I gotta get back up with him to see what's going on. Cause he got his mandatories that he gotta get out the way. Andy Hiroka.
For a while.
He said what? He
Why
said
you ain't
what?
with them yet?
Whoa.
But they even know I thought you would have knocked that interview out.
I gotta get up with them, man. I be reaching out. The only ones that ever hit me back, is Steph and not Davey, but Steph and what's my man name? Wayne. Steph and Wayne.
So coach never responded?
He ain't hit me back. Coach Council ain't hit me back.
Okay. I'ma let him know, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can reach back out to you so y'all can set that up. Just because I just know that's you bring good work to the table, you know what I mean, with your interviews and shit. So yeah. It's like people need more of that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I'm here, baby. Other than that, local, I gotta get up. Mia, I seen my homegirl, Mia Ellis. Sky Nicholson, great win, Sky, but Mia want to get some action. Mia look like she getting her shoulder back ready. I seen her and Coach Calvin hitting the mitt. She posted that online, so shout out my dog, my Rose,
you got
Mia.
Baltimore lately?
Yeah, huh?
You got out the Baltimore lately?
I went out there when they had a drive, but other than that, I gotta get back up there with her. But so I'm about to reach out when we get off this phone.
You see
so I can.
You having the car?
Huh? Oh yeah. I gotta get up. But you know it's crazy. I went with my folks. Me and my.
You just said Philly, Baltimore, New York. Like nigga, you can go wherever when you got that car.
But me and my man that rode up. Me and my man, shout out B Sav 221 Productions. Me and him had went out Philly. I was supposed to get up with some family, but I ain't get to do it. They was all working. So I just got up with Andy. I was happy though. I got to show face with Bozy. So now I'm gonna go back up there hopefully before Andy's fight. With Raymond Mortala. That's gonna be a good fight out there in Vegas.
Oh, it's gonna be in Vegas?
Yeah, that's a Vegas fight. They done gave him his first title shot in Vegas. Who else I'm working, man. I'm working. I'm sending them DMs out, man. I'm working.
I told you, the most they can say is no.
That's it. It's like a woman. What she gonna say? What she gonna say?
No, it's always worth a shot. I actually was not to disclose business too much, but it's just me and you be talking. I was supposed to be interviewing the girl from Drumline.
Okay, what happened?
Wasn't feasible.
I got you. I feel.
Yeah, so you already know at the end of the day we get to talking about flying people out or doing certain things, and I know that's out of my reach at this point in my life. So I'm like, look, I'm still trying. I'm one of the little guys. I'm still trying to build. So what I mean,
Right.
To be trying to fish for bigger, you know what I'm saying, interviews. It's like all that. I'm taking what God tells me right now. Whatever the people he send in my direction and I can collaborate with and work with, that's what I accept. I'm not going to force myself to try to chase down this person or that person. It's like if they come, then you
They
know what I mean,
come.
you appreciate that. So it's like at the end of the day, you want to get those type of interviews because you know what I mean. It's like even though we in the boxing world, it's always good to just be in the world
Now
of
it's
just
always good to reach out and get other places because that helps get you
your
that helps
portfolio,
get you grow your portfolio and you grow your audience.
right? So now it's like, all right, I'm gonna give an example. Like maybe you should reach out to like Trey Chaney or somebody else that I interviewed. You know what I'm saying? Because that could
Right.
be that could be good for you. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. I'm going on record to say this, and I always say this: I'm never a gatekeeper. I can never be one. You know what I'm
Now I'll
saying?
stamp that for you. You don't gatekeep. You show
Right.
love. If you deal with an
Anybody I know
individual,
who I feel like in the mix of trying to do some shit, I'm like, man, let's go. Like, let's try to figure some shit out. Like, because I just look at it like, man, when us break down this motherfucking door, then it bring more to our area than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it bring more. Hey, I'm gonna ask you all, Frankie, but I was gonna ask you, how you feel about that design I had sent you?
what's the design? The AI one?
Nah, I sent you the YouTube short reels design. I had made a jump for you.
You gotta resend it. I'm looking through mine now. I ain't see
You
it.
gotta look at it. Go back to your to the DM. Scroll up a little bit.
All right, hold up.
I got the iPad right here, so
Yeah, I'm using the iPad for this.
yeah, I'm using my phone for this one. I should have used the iPad. I'm supposed to be interviewing
Oh, you talking about with the jump for my reel?
yeah.
Oh yeah, nah, I like that.
Why you don't use it? Yeah, I opened the format for you and stuff so you can save it to your files.
Okay, yeah, I gotta save
You
that
get what
John
I'm
then.
saying? If you use that, then you will have the same effect on the reels on your shorts the way I do. So when you break down all them interviews you did, because in a minute I'm gonna start breaking down your interviews using some of them talking about
Hey
that.
man, fuck it. As long as just tag a nigga. I tell him, man, use it, just tag them, just tag me.
You got a couple sound bites in some of them Joneses.
Yeah, you just tag me. I don't care. Shit. That shit show that shit puts grows
Why
it. Just
why
shit.
wasn't you able to saying as though you got the Gary Antoine interview, was it not a thing where you could reschedule and try and get the Mr. Gary Russell
I've
interview?
been trying to get up with Mr. Gary, man. I got to get up, man. I got to reach back. That's why I said I'm gonna just probably pop up over there one day just to holler, cause I'm trying to get Mr. Gary. I want to run back into Twan because he's getting ready for his mandatory, cause he's been said it.
I wish he wasn't occupied with his mandatory, but I get that's how the
I wish so either, but though the only thing that overrules mandatories is unifications.
right. And it's like none of the other champions calling for him either, so it's not making it easy. That's why I said it's not gonna be an easy run for him to become undisputed like he wants to do. It's gonna be a tough run because
Especially, I think this the thing about it.
bring with him.
If Tio beats Shakur, I don't think Tio's gonna unify with Twan. If Shakur wins, Shakur said he's gonna drop the belt so Keyshawn can get it. I think then we might get a unification. Keyshawn to fight Gary Antoine. Them two used to spar each other too back in the day.
See, I ain't,
Keyshawn to fight him.
I ain't never know that.
But I don't. But the only problem about Gary Antoine going undisputed, I'm gonna just go on record. Fuck it. You chop this up, do whatever. I don't. I like Richard Hitchens. He's not sweet. I don't know why everybody thinking because Gary Antoine wants smoke with Richard Hitchens. Gary Antoine got a reason.
So what you think he is Spank Keyshawn?
Hold up. I don't think if Gary Antoine gonna get to unify his belt with the IBF, I don't think Richard Hitchens is gonna fight him.
Oh, that's what you saying. You don't think they
Yeah,
gonna give him?
yeah. Nah, Keyshawn to fight Gary Antoine. When Shakur if Shakur, because I'm not saying when, if Shakur beats Tio, Shakur's gonna drop that belt and go back to 135, or he's gonna drop that belt and go fight Conor Ben at 147 if he wins,
Right. So
right? And guess what? Keyshawn becomes the mandatory to fight for that open vacant belt because he's
okay,
the #1 ranked fighter in that thing, right?
right.
Keyshawn to fight Gary Antoine. He'll get a unification fight against Keyshawn. But I'm saying, say he beats Keyshawn, he's not gonna get undisputed because I'm telling you, as much as I fuck with Richard Hitchens, I don't think he's gonna fight Gary Antoine.
Mm.
I fuck with Africa, but I don't think he's gonna fight Gary Antoine. I just don't think he's gonna fight him, bro.
And, you know, so we all agreeing that everything at 140 pretty much gonna just duck around him.
You said they gonna go around him?
Yeah, as much as they can. I mean,
Yeah, the only one I
really
think that'll step out there
right
is Sabril Matias and Keyshawn Davis.
those are the only two that's gonna really be willing to fight.
Yeah.
Man, it's real disappointing that the Roach fight didn't go in his favor because I really had high hopes.
Oh yeah, if Roach had beat, man, if Lamont beat Pitbull, we would
Uh,
have got that Lamont and Gary Antoine.
his stock was about to out the roof. It was already with what I'm saying, getting his name and recognition. But I'm talking about as far as his stock and the type of fights they was going. The matchmakers was going to go crazy with him if he could have won that fight.
That's why I said he should have went for that knockout, but he should have not. Like he should have outboxed Pitbull. Like if he had fought him like fuck standing in the pocket, just outboxed him the whole fight, like
Right.
what Tank did and what Ryo did, he wins that fight.
So you feel like he played more into Pitbull's hands than he should have?
That first half of that fight, I feel like he played into his hands a little bit.
I feel like the knockdown really was like the difference maker. Like they was going, and even though I didn't see the full fight, I feel like they still held. In any knockdown, they going to viciously try to hold that to you. So, and it was the fact that it just looked like the boy was pressing the temple a lot. You know what I mean? Trying to move forward,
Yep.
it wasn't a whole lot of him backing down. So you know how that go. But let's just be happy he didn't catch a loss in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm happy he didn't get that.
We accept another draw being there. You know what I mean? Man, this ain't the time for that. They was cracking crazy jokes, man. They say Lamar had more draws than Victoria's Secret, man. It's crazy.
Oh no, don't do my man like that. Don't
How
do
they
my
gonna
guy
play
like
with that
that.
man like that? How they gonna play with that man like that? The boxing community get crazy, man.
You know how boxing Twitter is. Boxing Twitter is crazy.
Boxing Facebook.
Yeah, boxing Facebook be jumping. That's where I be at
Boxing
more. So I be on I be in the Facebook more than I be on Twitter. I get on Twitter, but me on Twitter, I just talk to certain guys. On Facebook, I be at it. And Facebook, motherfuckers be on it in Facebook. I
Facebook
like boxing
on it. That's
Facebook.
where the OG boxing fans at. That's
Yeah,
where
it
we want the
is.
old little coat guys that them HBO Showtime fans from back in the day. Like, man, you don't know nothing, youngin. Like, you're gonna catch all that more so on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's why I like that. That's why I'm a part of the DMV Boxing Legends group
Yeah,
page.
I'm in that group. I'm in that group.
Always catch good conversation in that group. You know what I mean? That was
Yeah.
definitely a smart group page to make.
I
And
think
he
Bud just announced his retirement, brother.
who?
Bud.
No.
He just put a post on Facebook. Walking away as a great with nothing else left to prove. Think Bud just called it quits, baby.
No, man. Let me see, Bud.
Not belts, not money, not headlines, but that feeling, the one you get when the world doubts you, but you keep showing up and you keep proving to everyone wrong. Unbelievable performance. This sport gave me everything.
Really?
I fought for my family. I fought for my city. I fought for the kid I used to be, the one who had nothing but a dream and a pair of gloves. And I did it all my way.
It cannot be overstated how sensational. Dang.
Every fighter know this moment will.
That bring tears to a nigga eyes, man.
Damn, bud. Yeah, I think my nigga done called it quits.
So soon, or I mean, we just wanted more. That's all I'm gonna say. We just wanted to see more, bud. We wanted to see more, man.
There was nothing else. What other fight was left for Bud? Once Janibek did, but Janibek
He
too
wanted
big,
it.
dang.
He wanted it.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
I'd never be a fan of that man ever, cause you ruined a run at him becoming 4 times undisputed and giving us one more amazing fight, dog. Like that's crazy, cause he was only sticking around for that.
Yeah.
It's like once that happened with him, he just like, man, I'm not about to hope that Lord can go collect the rest of these belts and I age myself. Like, nah, man, it's cool.
Nah, for real.
Man, for him to, and then with the WBC pulled, and like, man, it is what it is at this point, man. Because the WBC definitely pulled the stunt.
Oh, with the dropping the belt off him because of the pay.
Yeah. I mean, what's your thoughts on that? You feel like he should have paid the bird?
I mean, I look at it like this, right? It's two sides of the coin.
Okay.
If you know if you know you fight for a belt and once you win it, you know you got to pay a sanctioning fee. That's just everything everybody know. But I
Okay.
also feel like the only reason why the WBC trying to press it is because they honestly didn't think Bud was gonna win. They thought Canelo was gonna win. So they was gonna keep getting their fees from Canelo that they've been charging. That's why it's funny to me because Bud was never, let's say Bud don't retire. He was never gonna fight that 168 belt with anybody else. He was just doing that just because that was one notch off that he wanted to get.
Right.
He was never fighting. Bud was never gonna defend that title. So they knew that once that Bud wasn't defending that title, this was a power play. This was a power play. Bud wasn't he wasn't they wasn't gonna keep getting money out of him like they was gonna get out of Canelo or Hamza Shariz if he gets the belt or Mabili or another one of them guys that might get the WBC.
Right. So they I mean at the end of the day, he wasn't going to stick around for none of them. So with him not being willing to fight none of them, it was like, you know, what else was left was it for him to do other than step away from the sport? It's like, you know what I mean? It's nothing else for him to prove, man. It's not much for him to prove. You know what I mean? The Jenna Beck fight would have been nice. The Lord fight would have been nice.
Yeah, because if Janibek beat Laura, he gets that one belt he don't have is the one versus Damas. So I mean,
I want Laura to beat Jenna Beck though. I was hoping Laura could have pulled that off, man. Just slow step back. That step back was crazy. He just kept stepping back with the one joke the whole night. Throwing that stiff jab all night, stepping back, straight hand. Like, oh. OT still got a little something left in the tank, but I want him to retire too because it's like once one of them young lions get a hold of him, it's over, man. I feel like if Jahal or Troy Isley or somebody get a hold of Lord right now,
they need to give Troy a shot. Stop bullshitting. Let Troy get a shot.
Nah, for real. I don't understand why Troy can't get the opportunity he deserves. You know what I mean? That's crazy. They definitely need to get Troy a fight. So I don't know. That be that bull. They gotta stop playing games. Give him the match he deserve. Try to post the live link up on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Live link on the ground. It won't do it from Twitter. No matter from I gotta do it from the phone. Let me see.
Shit. How long you gonna be on this, John?
Shit, man, I probably end this live. We could come back on at what? Like one probably finish
Come back. Yeah,
8.
give me like an hour real quick. I gotta handle some business real quick, and we get back on. I'll be free.
Nah, that's a bet, cause I'm definitely I'm gonna tune in and out on this joint to like 1 o'clock tonight. As far as
All
like
right, bet. Say no more then. Say
just
no
gotta
more.
get
Give me.
man. Let's do what we gotta do, man.
Let's do it. Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
I bet that.